What's up guys, Master Joda here, back with another Clash video for you. Today we're going to be playing Lava Hound. This is one of the most meta Lava Hound decks in the game right now. You got the Fireball to deal with all the pesky Mother Witches and EBARBs that you're going to be playing against. And it's just a really solid deck overall, guys. You got your Tank Killer and your Inferno Drag, and the tank killers for your with your EBARBs. Sorry, but yeah, it's just EBARBs are so broken right now, so they fit into pretty much every deck archetype. And yeah, guys, you're just gonna be building up massive Lava Hound pushes. For decks that are hard to break through in like a one lane push, you're going to be split laning with EBARBs and Miner. And I mean, there's just so many good combinations with this deck. You're going to be baiting out the Zap with your Lava Hound Pup, so you can, and with your Inferno Drag. So you're going to be getting some good value out of your Skarmy. And yeah, guys, we're sitting at about 6,500 trophies right now. I think we're about 100 or maybe 150 trophies outside of the top 10,000. And I mean, I don't even play Lava Hound much at all, really. So that just goes to show you how strong this deck is right now. But let's just go ahead and get into some of this gameplay. So yeah, guys, getting on to this first matchup, we're playing a pretty strong, one of the most meta Royal Hog decks in the game right now. It's Fireball Bait. You got the Royal Hog, Zappies, EBARBs, Mother Witch, Flying Machine. Just so much. There's like 5 cards in this deck that he's playing that are Fireball Bait. So just a really frustrating deck to play against. And EBARBs and Mother Witch are the 2 most broken cards in the game right now. Yeah, so he's going to bridge spam us early on with the EBARBs there. We're just going to Fireball and ignore those and try and get in like sort of a tower trade situation right here. And let's see if it pays off for us. So guys, you want to just wait a second before you play your Miner. So as you can see, I waited for him to play his Mother Witch there, and then I sniped her with the Miner. So I was able to stop the Mother Witch from building up a big amount of momentum there. And right here, guys, I think he's about to go in for Royal Hogs, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to... A Skarmy at the bridge is not a bad play, guys, if you don't have another play. And he's going to go in with... So, guys, look right here. I'm about to... If you'll pay attention to this Fireball, I'm about to get a nice prediction Fireball. I know all he has for answers right there is the Zappies. And that was just a really, really big play for me. And he had nothing else in his hand. He didn't want to waste his EBARBs. He didn't want to cancel out his EBARBs for EBARBs. So he went with the Zappies there, and I knew Zappies were his best answer in hand. So, and that's the optimal placement where he placed those Zappies. So, yeah, guys, it was kind of risky. It's always a little bit risky making prediction plays, but if you are pretty confident that they're going to play a certain card like Skeletons or Goblin Gang or whatever, you can start to, try prediction plays like that, and they pay off big in a lot of situations, guys. So, yeah, that one prediction Fireball pretty much gave us a dominant position in this game. So he's going to go with Zappies there. He's still hanging on by a thread, and he's going to try and get something going here. And we're going to go with an Inferno Drag on that Mega Knight and a Miner to pull them. And guys, pretty much with Mother Witch, in most situations, you're just going to go ahead and Fireball that Mother Witch. He didn't have Mother Witch in cycle when I Fireballed those Zappies earlier, so that's why I wasn't scared to go ahead and blow my Fireball. And right here, he's just... he's kind of making desperation plays. He goes in with the EBARBs there. And, guys, Skarmy is also... I mean, you had the Fireball for the EBARBs in this deck, but you also have Skarmy, which is one of the best answers to EBARBs in the game. So, yeah, guys, a pretty solid win right there against a pretty good player and a very strong deck. So let's go ahead and get on to the next one, guys. Alrighty, so getting into this next matchup, we're going to be playing kind of an odd Mega Knight Royal Giant deck. I believe he's got Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. He does have the Mega Minion and the Baby Dragon there for the air defense. So that's going to be a little frustrating. And Lightning is good against our deck, guys. Lightning can get good value on the EBARBs. And also the Baby Drag and the Inferno Drag. So Lightning a pretty good spell against us. But we're going to get some nice value there with that skeleton army. He missed some of the skeletons. And now he's got a Dark Prince and a Mega Minion coming. If you'll see here, guys, I zapped just a little bit too early. I think his Dark Prince gets a charge on me. Yeah, he gets a little charge on me there. So that was a mistake on my part. But we get a nice fireball there, take out his Baby Drag and his Mega Minion, and we have the damage lead, and he's only got about a 1.5 or so elixir advantage on us, so not too big of an issue. And guys, we know when he's about to go in with this Royal Giant here, we know that he's going to pre-log for that Skarmy that he thinks is coming. So it's safe to go in with a Lava Hound right here, guys, because we know that he's going to respond with a Royal Giant log because he knows that we're low on elixir, so he thinks that he's going to be safe to place that RG. But I don't think we had showed our Inferno Drag yet, so that was just a really good value Inferno Drag, and now he's got to deal with his Lava Hound push, and he had to respond to that Inferno Drag. So now we can get a positive elixir trade with that Skarmy there, and now he's just in a little bit of trouble right here. He's got that Lava Hound Baby Drag push to deal with, and that was actually big overcommittal with that miner there, guys. I didn't need that miner at all. Some of those skeletons were left over from the Skarmy, and I didn't think they were going to make it through, so that's why I went in there with that miner. But it was a bit of a misplay there. We're just going to cycle a zap. Since he's not really playing anything, we're not really doing much here. We're just going to try and defend out to the end of the game. He's going to go with the RG in the back, so we're just going to start a Lava Hound and build up a push behind it. We don't even know that he has lightning at this point, so that's kind of a surprise to us. And he goes in with the Mega Knight, which is also the first time he's played that. So watch how we defend here. We're going to pull that miner, make sure that Mega Knight doesn't jump, and then we're going to go in with our Skarmy right after that, and then the EBARBs. And, I mean, that's just a really solid defense against a pretty massive push he had there. And I believe that's going to be GG's. He might go in with another RG. And, yeah, we knew he was going to go with the RG there. He had no other option. And, yeah, guys, he's not going to have enough time to cycle back to that lightning. So that's another GG's. So let's go ahead and get ready for the next one. Alrighty, so getting into this next matchup, I believe it's a giant deck, if I'm not mistaken. He's got triple spell, kind of an odd spell combination there. You don't see poison a lot right now just because Fireball's so dominant in this meta. He's going to go in with a Mega Minion. That's good for us. We're going to get some pretty good value on this Mini P.E.K.K.A here. I think he tries to zap it. He does get one Mini P.E.K.K.A hit, but I don't think that's going to end up being worth it for him, guys. But he does have that E-Wiz there, which is going to be kind of aggravating. We try and snipe it, but he gets a good protect with that Prince, but we do end up eventually killing it and taking out that Prince with the Inferno Drag, so that was still ended up pretty nice for us, and he's going to have to respond to this Inferno Drag here. So we got a pretty good elixir advantage on about 3 elixir lead, and we're just going to spam at the bridge. So guys, I mean, if you haven't played EBARBs by now and realize how broken they are, really, if you know that your opponent is down elixir, that's when you're going to want to spam those EBARBs at the bridge. I knew he didn't have a lot of elixir because we had got some pretty massive value with that Inferno Drag on that last push. Yeah, so just pay attention to your opponent's cycle, and I knew that he didn't have his Prince in cycle, which is a good answer to EBARB, so we just went in for the aggressive EBARBs there, and it paid off. So he's going to ignore our push, it looks like, and we're just going to go ahead in with the Lava Hound push. We're going to split the Skarmy there to distract the E-Wiz and the Prince. We're just going to ignore that Prince and deal with this Giant. That's totally okay to split our damage up like that because he already had quite a bit of damage on the other side, so we weren't too worried about that Prince there. And right here, guys, I mean, his Giant's just going to get obliterated by those EBARBs, and now he's just dropping more elixir for us with that Mini P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, he's in kind of a bad situation here, just because he's taking a lot of damage from our Baby Drag, and he's still down elixir. So I believe that miner's not going to finish off the tower, but that's going to be within fireball range, I believe. We're going to be able to deal. I mean, just look at this, guys. We do pretty good in the beatdown. Lightning matchups can get a little tough. You just got to play it right and play your Stormy right in those matchups. But I mean, against decks that don't have like Rocket or Lightning, guys, I mean, you pretty much stomp a lot of those matchups just because you have that Inferno Drag, and the EBARBs are just ridiculous right now. And if you bait out their Zap with your Inferno Drag or your Lava Hound, you can get just massive amounts of damage or massive amounts of value with your Skarmy. So just pay attention to when they use their small spells, and you'll get some massive value out of that 3 Elixir card. So let's go ahead and get on into the last matchup here, guys. So with this matchup, guys, it's going to be something you're all very familiar with playing with, I'm sure. It's going to be 2.6 Hog Rider, and honestly, guys, this is, well, I mean, maybe I just haven't played the best people, but I've probably played this matchup 6 or 7 times, and I haven't lost against 2.6 Hog yet. They don't have a good way to break through the EBARBs. Just because they need to save their fireball for the, Inferno Drag, Baby Drag, and the Lava Hound. So, I mean, yeah, they just need that fireball for when the Lava Hound pops. So, and fireball isn't a very good answer to EBARBs on the defensive side, if you know what I'm saying. So, like, if I drop EBARBs to answer his Hog Rider, fireball isn't going to stop all that damage. He actually wasted his log there because I think he thought the skeleton army was coming. So now he's going to have to respond to these EBARBs, and he just wasted his log. So yeah, he doesn't really have any good answers for that Skarmy there. So we're going to get a big amount of damage. And another thing is, guys, like, a good play against 2.6 Hog Rider is going for Lava Hound in the back. And like when you have 10 Elixir, go for Lava Hound in the back. And then they think you are either going to play Skarmy or you don't have enough Elixir for your EBARBs. And so they go in with like a Hog Rider and Ice Golem or a Hog Rider log. Commit like 6 Elixir to that opposite lane, and you just drop an Inferno Drag on them and get a good amount of value with that Inferno Drag, and then they still have that full Lava Hound to respond to you. And I mean, it's just a really good play. But yeah, guys, let's see how the rest of this one plays out. We've pretty much got his right tower all the way down, and we're gonna see if we can get this left tower right here too. So yeah, guys, so like right here, I mean, Skarmy's just such a solid answer. I mean, he goes for that really late log. That was a bad log on his part. Really surprised he went in for that there. But yeah, guys, you're just going to start up your Lava Hound pushes, build up, get the Baby Drag behind it. You're in a lot of situations against 2.6 Hog. If you don't have, if you're going to go in with offense with your EBARBs, you're going to want to save that Inferno Drag for the Hog. Because they will start logging your skeleton army, guys. It's only going to work, a couple of times before they start pre-logging your skeleton army and breaking through with that Hog. So you're going to want to save your Inferno Drag a lot of the times for the Hog Rider if you're going to go in offensively with your EBARBs in this deck. But yeah, guys, you just start up that Lava Hound push in the back with the Baby Drag behind it. This is against like 2.6. This is what I'm talking about now. You get that Baby Drag behind it. Wait for the Lava Hound to cross the bridge. He's gonna have to drop that Musketeer because that's his damage output for air units. And when he drops that Musketeer, that's when you snipe it with the Miner. As you saw me do in that last matchup, if he goes in with skeletons or something to defend it, you can zap it if you need to. Or if you want to get, or if you need Tower Chip, you can just go for the Tower Chip with the Miner, and you can like Fireball zap the Musketeer if you really need to get it out of there. But yeah, guys, just a really solid deck. It's really good into a lot of beatdown matchups. The hard matchups with this deck, guys, are going to be log bait. So if you lose to log bait, don't feel bad. They have a lot of good answers to you. They have the Rocket a lot of the times, and they have things such as Inferno Tower and Tesla. and you don't have the arrows in this deck. You have the zap and the fireball. So like if they have the Dark Goblin and Princess, they can just stack up a lot of those smaller elixir units on you, and it's just really frustrating to play against bait with this deck. Especially the faster cycle bait decks. You can get some wins against some of the heavier bait decks, but against the fast cycle decks, it's just really hard to break through and really hard to defend, because they're going to end up outcycling your skeleton army and outcycling your fireball, and they're eventually going to break through if they're playing it right. So, but other than bait, I haven't ran into a lot of difficult matchups with this deck. But yeah, guys, give it a try. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed the content, guys, please give me a like, subscribe. Just keep coming back for the next videos, guys. I really appreciate any support that you give me. If you didn't enjoy any of the stuff that I did in this video, please leave that in the comments below. Give me any kind of criticism, and I'll be sure to try and correct that for the next videos, guys. But until then, see you soon.